Hey, 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 hey. Yay! Say hi. Say hi, everybody. You gonna say hi? You just waving, boo boo. Say it. Say hi. No? Good job. Good job. Good job. This is my little one. This is my baby. My baby. Matthew. And as you can see, I'm at home. So he said, no, I'm at home and my baby is with me. So you going to go watch TV in your room? No? Okay. All right. So this is how we're doing this, I guess. Okay. So let me put my eyes on so I can see. And he is just getting a kick out of looking at himself on the screen, y'all. So, hey, okay. Hey, y'all. Hi, what is this? My sister's keeper, longtime supporter. How you doing? Miss Betty, how you doing? Longtime supporter as well. Oh, Lord. T-Rail. Orlando, how you doing? Mildred, thank you, Mildred. Press through. What up? Damien. I look so different. Do I? I hope that's in a good way. Hey, Mr. Charles. Okay. Okay, y'all. Y'all in the building. Amen. Amen. Boo boo. Really? Really? No. No. Okay. You're gonna get kicked out. You're gonna get kicked out. Here. All right. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Boo boo, come on. You're going to make this very difficult for me to do this. So this is a trial run of this, like me doing this from home, because as you can see, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work out. You going to go watch TV? Okay. All right. So I was planning on doing this from my actual office in at the mortuary today. However, I did not take my baby to daycare today because I went to LA. And when I go to LA, no. When I go to LA, I usually have a sitter for him, but I didn't have one this time. So, and I didn't know until like the last minute that I wasn't sorry guys, that I wasn't going to have a sitter. So, and right now he will still be at daycare. Stop, baby. He will still be at daycare up until about 5:30. But since I took him to LA with me, yeah, that did not happen. Okay, here. I'll take him in your room. Good job. Go ahead. Let's see how long. See how long I have. So anyways, yeah, I was planning on doing this at the office today, but I didn't make it to the office. I only made it to my appointments. And then after he acted up at my appointments, I was like, yeah, I'm going home. This is not going to work out. Because I thought maybe, he's a little older now. Maybe but he's not that much older. He's only 2. So, amen. So he was being too much today. So I hope you guys are having a great evening. I want to jump right into it. I want to talk about the common misconceptions that people have about the funeral industry. And there are many. There are many. Me and my team, we talk about them all the time, especially me and my office manager. We talk about them all the time. She's like, Miss Ray, like literally we need to do a class. And I'm like literally, I have a YouTube channel. So I talk about this stuff on my YouTube channel all the time. But there are a lot of common misconceptions when it comes to the funeral industry. It's so crazy because my office manager, Miss Tiffany, was just telling me about a situation where a family supposedly went and got their own loved one and brought them back across state lines in a U-Haul. Now, I could see if they went and picked the loved one up from another funeral home in that state, and they had got, which meant they got the proper documentation from that funeral home to do that, to transport their own loved one. I mean, I'm not saying that it can't be done, but I mean, it is your loved one. You can transport your loved one, but you have to have proper documentation. And there is no way that she went and got her own loved one. And well, okay, maybe y'all know something I don't know. I need somebody in the funeral industry. Y'all, yeah, hey, school me. But from what I know from being in the industry for 14 plus years, you have to have a permit in order to cross state lines. You have to have a permit, which means the death certificate had to be processed by someone in that state. Now, I'm not saying it has to be a funeral home per se, but it has to be somebody that know how to process death certificates. And because I don't know how it is, and I don't know how it works in all states. But I do know that you have to have a permit in order to cross state lines. You have to have a permit in order for the loved one to be shipped out of state or to be shipped internationally. You have to have a permit in order for the loved one to be buried. Have to have a permit in order for the loved one to be cremated. So I highly doubt that this is a true story. I can't. If it is, I gotta see how they did it, honestly. So what, baby? No, don't come looking at stuff on my desk now. Don't get no ideas. Okay. Oh Lord. Guess I got a co-host, I guess, tonight. So bear with me. Okay. So, and now go ahead. My chips, he took over them. He took over my chips. So anyways, anybody? No. Shh. Anybody in the comments, is there any funeral home personnel on here that could, somebody said West Coast rules. What does that mean? West Coast rules. What does that mean? Because at least he didn't dump bag out right. Thank God. Yeah, no, I mean, as far as, somebody, I don't think anybody's talking about what I'm trying to talk about. Y'all talking about him. Y'all are focused on him. Oh, Loopy, it's okay. Miss Ray, you are beautiful. Sorry, just wanted to express my truth. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm in Pennsylvania and I only needed a release form. You only needed a release form to transport the loved. Did you transport the loved one out of state? No. Here in California, I've never. Right, Kevin. Exactly. I always thought, let me see. Kevin is saying, I always thought you had to have papers to transport decedents over state lines. To my knowledge, Absolutely. Absolutely. So who is saying otherwise? I live in Pennsylvania also. Okay. Okay. From New Jersey to Really? You only had to have a release. I am 100% sure. Wait, no, sorry, clicked on the wrong one. I'm 100% sure you need a permit and release to move a dead body 2 inches, but I am not in the industry. Oh. Well, thank you. But okay, son, seriously. Can you go in your room, please? Oh, Lord. Okay. Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Now, don't get me wrong. I've transported loved ones from Vegas to California, and I didn't get stopped. So I never got stopped and asked, what am I transporting or anything like that, in which case, yeah, you could do that and not. But if you get stopped with a body in your car and you don't have proper documentation, hello, what you gonna do? What you gonna say? You going to jail. They don't know what you doing with that body. Okay. Hey, sir. Yeah, I see. This is not gonna happen again with him here. It's not gonna happen. Greetings. Okay, so you go to claim the body anywhere. So what do they want to see when you go to claim the body anywhere? What do you mean go to claim? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I mean, you definitely have to have a release, a signed release by the legal next of kin. That's for sure. Yes. But to cross state lines and you're transporting, you have to have also a permit. I'm a funeral attendant and transportation owner. Okay, so what did you say your take on it, Damien? Are you the one from Pennsylvania? Clean to jail, you're going for questioning. I mean, I'm saying, you get stopped with a body. You have to have the proper documentation. I don't know. And I've been transporting for 16 years. Well, I stopped a couple of years ago, or a year ago. Was it a year ago or a couple of years? Whatever. Yeah. I've stopped doing it on a regular basis, but I've been I was doing that first before I got my own funeral home. Mommy. So how did they get the body to transport it? Well, I'm assuming, Miss Tiffany, if I'm not mistaken, the person was the next of kin, correct? Yeah. So that's why I said you can transport your own loved one. You just have to have the proper documentation. Because what you gonna say? You get pulled over and you got in a U-Haul of all things. You have a loved one, a dead. Let's just keep it real. A dead body in the back of a U-Haul. You get pulled over, and what you gonna say? Oh, so and so passed away, and I went and picked them up, or so. I mean, come on. Let's be real. You know what I mean? What come on. Yeah. So yes, she was the mother. I had their permission for release. She kept him. She says, and here's the kicker. She said that she kept him packed in ice. she kept having to put ice on them. So not the, what is it called? What's the not the ice pack? What is it called? Oh God, because we used to do that to ship out human remains that did not that was not embalmed. So obviously the person was probably not embalmed. But we used to use what is the dry ice? Right, thank you. We used to use dry ice to transport those, like when we were shipping out human remains that were that's unembalmed, because a lot of times it's religious beliefs, like Jewish people, they don't get embalmed. So, and he was in a body bag. No, a family member cannot legally transport a deceased. Okay. I know this person. This is Mr. Charles, and he's been in the industry for 30 plus years. So no, a family member cannot legally transport a deceased loved one across state lines without proper documentation and permits. Each state has laws regulating the transport of human remains. That's what I thought. Damien said a stretcher in a pouch. You mean a you mean a body bag? He said a pouch. Damien. They had to have some proper, they had to, I don't know. I need more to there's more to the story. I need more context. I need more info. Huh? Is that who? Is that your body? Are you asking if the case is coming to us? No. As far as I know, no, they're not coming to us. I don't know. She might be burying in her backyard for all I know. I don't know. But I mean, it's not illegal to take care of your own loved one. You just have to have the proper documentation to do so, because you got to think about it. I mean, you get pulled over with a body, even if it's in a body bag. People can get body bags off of Amazon. So even if it's in a body bag, you still have to, what you gonna say? Yeah, this is my son, or this is my husband. He passed away and I went and picked up his body. I don't know. And you gonna sit there for a while, because they're gonna be having to make some calls or something, because I don't know. Sir, now you just messing over the chips. Now you're messing with my magnifying glass. Y'all see, this is what I have to have. I have to have this to be able to see some stuff. Only tell Mama. Right. Transporting in a personal car, it won't end. Right. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna prop them up in the, yeah. Not to make light of the situation, but come on, in a U-Haul. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But you ain't gonna catch me doing it. Don't catch me doing it. No. Damien said, LOL, he's funny. You talking about my son? Oh my God. He is a handful. He went on commercial. Matt stole the show. Okay, yes. That's my baby. So anyways, I want to get into some other misconceptions, y'all. Y'all are so funny. But we already know another misconception is everybody has to be embalmed. Now, we talked about that before. Everybody has to be embalmed, and that's not true. That's not true. So if a mortuary tell you that your loved one has to be embalmed, that's not true. Now, to protect others, and to protect, I explain to people, it's not only to preserve the loved one's remains, for longer preservation. you want to make sure too that no one who's around the loved one all of a sudden becomes sick or something like that because of whatever reason, depending upon what they passed away from. So you just, I don't know, I say to protect yourself. If you're going to have a viewing and it's going to be a lot of people coming to view the person, just get them properly preserved. That's what I say. But again, it's not something that you have to do. Another misconception is all funeral homes overcharge families in their time of grief. Now, while there are some funeral homes that are very pricey, and there are some funeral homes out there that will gouge you, especially if they know what you got, and don't come rolling up at the funeral home in your best. I'm just telling you, and I'm not saying because we're not like that. We're not like that. Y'all should know because we wouldn't be where we are if we were. But there are a lot of funeral homes that's like that. They will gauge what you drove in, how you dress, and please, as soon as you say that you got insurance policy and you say the amount, if it's some zeros, a lot of zeros, yeah, cha-ching, cha-ching, jackpot. While funerals can be very expensive, funeral homes operate as businesses with significant overhead costs, including facility maintenance, staffing, permits, and compliance with strict regulations. Many funeral homes offer budget-friendly options, and families can always ask for itemized price lists. Additionally, some states have laws requiring funeral homes to provide a general price list. Like, say to California, you have to provide a GPL, which is a general price list, so families can compare costs. And you get families all the time that shop. I can't wait till my funeral home is in the position to where it don't matter, because when they're shopping, that means they don't have much money. That's the bottom line. They're not working with a lot of funds. So they're calling around to see who's going to give you the best price. Forget quality, forget, excellent services. No, they want to see who's going to give them the best price. And sometimes the lowest is not always the best or the greatest or the best quality. You get what you pay for sometimes. So we try to be priced competitively as well as we want to be affordable. That was the whole reason why my family member who started in the industry and got us into the industry. That was the whole reason why they got into the industry. And I definitely saw the need for honest, compassionate, and affordable funeral home services, because I hate when people tell me they spent $20,000-$30,000 on a funeral and that don't include the plot. And I'm like, well, what did you get? And sometimes it's nothing, y'all. Nothing. So yeah, there are some funeral homes out there that will gouge you, are pricey, are very expensive. And I'm sorry, it's for no reason. It's for no reason, or it's because of their overhead. They have a lot. You're going to pay for that Rolls Royce that you want your family to roll in. You're going to pay for all of the sprinters, and you're going to pay for the beautiful facility that you go to make arrangements in. Sometimes 9 times out of 10, you're not even having the service there, but you just going to this beautiful facility to make these arrangements, and you gonna pay for that. So funeral homes provide various options for different budgets, and families have the right to choose what fits their needs. But oftentimes, y'all don't text me while I'm doing this. Oftentimes, you're going to pay for where the funeral home sits. Sometimes they sit right there, and they're centrally located. So centrally located means expensive. I'm gonna kill y'all if y'all don't stop texting me. They all on here, but they're texting me. Hold on, let me silence my phone. Get y'all. Again, we talked about a common myth is that embalming is legally required before burial or cremation, and that is totally a myth. In reality, most states do not mandate embalming unless the body is being transported across state lines or if there's prolonged delay before burial. And a lot of times y'all already know that so-and-so got to come to the service. So we got to wait a month, 2 months. So y'all think Johnny gonna stay in the refrigeration and still look the same after 2 months with no preservation? Yeah, no. Why he look like that? Why he so dark? Why that? Well, now see, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, and that happens too with embalming. Sometimes that can happen with embalming. They get darker. My mom, she got darker. I was able to lighten her up, but she got darker. But ooh, and I just answered a question that y'all all been asking. But hope y'all caught that. So yes, they're gonna get darker. Their body's still gonna break down, but slowly. It's just it slows down the decomposition. So what was I saying? Prolonged delay. Refrigeration is a widely accepted alternative. The reality, families can often opt out of embalming depending on the funeral preferences. Another misconception, funeral homes only care about profits. Y'all, and I have several of my team right here in the comments. If all we cared about was the profits and nothing else. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are funeral homes that do. They are all about the bottom line and how much they can make off of the family. We talk about it all the time with my with my staff. We talk about it all the time about not gouging the family. We don't want to gouge the family. And a lot of times we'll tell the family if it doesn't make sense for them to even come to us. A lot of times they want to move their loved one to our facility, but we weigh the pros and the cons, because if you have a bill at that other facility, it may not be feasible for you to move your loved one to our firm. Now, if we were a funeral home that only looked for profits or looked to make money or was trying to gouge the families, would we do that? Would we care if they, had a bill at the other funeral home? Because one thing about it, two things for sure, we are not going to pick up that loved one unless you take care of that bill, because karma ain't fair. So we're not going to get into a situation where we go pick up the loved one from another funeral home and then don't take care of that funeral home. And please remind me about those 2 funeral homes, y'all, because I believe it's 2. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, many people assume funeral homes are just salespeople. Funeral home personnel are just salespeople trying to make money from grieving families. However, most funeral professionals enter the industry because they want to help people through one of the most difficult times in their lives. Why else get into this industry if you're not trying to help people? That's what I say. Why not? Like, why would you come? Why would you come into one of the most difficult fields if it was all about money? Why? I mean, I for one don't understand it. If you're not about, if you don't have a heart and a compassion or empathy for people, I don't understand why you would even enter this field. That's just my take. We work long hours, including weekends. Y'all know me, 24/7, 24/7. Even though I'm not at that office, I'm sitting here at this desk working on stuff. They know, because I be texting them, calling them, whatever, all day, all day. It's 24/7. When they go home, I'm still getting calls, answering calls or whatever. I don't pass the calls to the staff until after 7 p.m. And then after that, we have our nighttime representative and weekend representative to take over the calls and everything. But yeah, after 7 p.m., we don't pass calls to the staff because they have lives too. People have to understand that, especially if it's just they call in to ask about so-and-so's flower arrangements or something like that. No, it's after 7 p.m. No. It says funeral directors provide valuable services with empathy and dedication, not just for profit. Some, I should say some, allegedly. Allegedly, I say that because I know that's what we do. That's what we do. I don't know what they do at the other places, y'all. So that is what that's a lot of times our staff, that is why they that's why they come into the industry, because they, Terrell, this boy, this man, I'm sorry, not boy. You are hilarious. Staff lives matter. So crazy. But they get into the industry and they want to come and work for Exquisite because they have a heart and they have compassion for the people, these families that's dealing with difficult situations, the loss of a loved one. So if you're not coming into the industry because you have a heart for people, then I say get out. It's the wrong industry for you. This is the wrong one. Let's see. Let's get into some of the ones that me and Miss Tiffany talk about. What actually takes place once a person passes away? There are a lot of misconceptions about what takes place after a loved one passes away. And a lot of times people don't know what to do. If the loved one passes away at home and they were not under hospice or any type of care like that, to where they have someone that automatically knows what to do next, families don't know what to do. Say they walk in and they found their loved one deceased. They don't know what to do. Anybody know what you're supposed to do first? What's the first thing you're supposed to do if you find your loved one or a person deceased? What are you supposed to do? Look, I'm like a teacher. Anybody know? Okay. Right. You do not call T-Rail. No, you call 911. Yes, you call the police. Yes. Call the police. Thank you, Orlando. You call the police. You have to call the police. You have to report it. So what happens is the police is going to come out. They're going to investigate, and they're going to ask the family some questions like, was the loved one under any doctor's care? Were they taking any medications? All kind of stuff. They're going to assess the scene and they're going to ask all kind of questions. they're going to contact the coroner's office, and the coroner's office is more than likely going to tell them they're not coming to pick up the case. And that is here in the state of California, and that is LA County. I'm specifically talking about LA County coroner's office is not going to come. And if the police doesn't suspect or see any foul play or anything like that, coroner's office, 9 times out of 10, they're not coming. They're going to tell you to call a funeral home. And then when you call, they'll either the police will give you a list of funeral homes that you can call or refer a funeral home to them, or the family will, have their own. And then once you call the funeral home, then the funeral home, of course, will come and pick up the loved one. Then from there, arrangements are made. So those are the steps. Those are the steps. Pass away in the hospital. Of course, the hospital is going to notify the next of kin. If the next of kin was not there, hospital is going to notify them, give them the opportunity to come down to see their loved one before that the loved one is taken somewhere else. Now, if they don't have a funeral home, some hospitals have contracts with funeral home facilities or other type of facilities that handle loved ones, and the loved one will go there until the family makes a decision on what they want to do, or the family will have a funeral home come and retrieve the loved one from wherever they are being held. So here in New York City, here we go. Oh God, it goes fast. Here in New York City, when we are called, we respond immediately. Okay, so who, Papa Smurf, the OG, who, like when you say we, who are you? Are a funeral home? Are you a funeral home, or are you a transporter? Wait, what is this? I'm sure they embalmed before we went in, and they panicked till we signed consent. You mean panicked till we signed consent? Okay, I don't know what we talking about. Y'all talking about something else. Oh, so you work for the coroners. Got you. No, I work for the coroner. Got you. Okay. So, well, I'm telling you, Papa Smurf, they don't, no. No. And I think it got worse like after COVID. They don't come out. They don't come out for they go for like car accidents and homicide, stuff like that. They'll go out for. But if it's like somebody was found in their home deceased, even if we suspect foul play, like we'll tell them, we see this, we see that. Sometimes you'll move the loved one and there's a needle or something, but the loved one wasn't moved before, so no one knew. There's been times like that I've heard from not me, but other transporters have told me that, that's taking place. This boy that went downstairs. Sorry, hold on. I have to check on him. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying. But yeah, no. Yes, there have been times that, we will suggest or we will suspect foul play. And like I said, there's been transporters that I've talked to that said that, hey, when we moved the body, we found pills or we found a needle or stuff like that. You just don't know. Or move the body and there's a big gunshot. There's a hole. It's like, oh, if they passed away naturally, how did this get there? So somebody not doing their job, assessing the bodies or something, So, But I've never had that happen to me. Thank you, Jesus. Never, never, never in my 14 plus years of transporting, I never had that happen to me. But I have had I have suspected that there could have been some type of foul play once the remains got into our care. Or sometimes the embalmer will tell us, hey, this, you need to make the police aware of this. This is what we found. So sometimes that happens as well. Direct cremation, you are correct. Direct cremation does not get embalmed. No, they do not. If it's just a direct cremation, there's no service, no viewing, no nothing. Yes, they don't get embalmed. Okay, another misconception: understanding the process and paperwork that it takes when a loved one passes away. There will be paperwork. I don't know why people be surprised when they say, "Oh, we got to sign some stuff." Yes, you got to sign some stuff. Unfortunately, yes, this is not our loved one. We have to get your permission to do X, Y, and Z. So, yes, there will be paperwork. And that it's legal documents. These are legal documents. So we cannot have you sign, like filling out the paperwork and then taking a picture of it and sending it to us. No. We cannot accept that. It has to be scanned some way, shape, or form. Sometimes I can get the document if it's a picture. If I see that it's a picture, I can get it and put it into my scanner app, and it will like scan it for me to make it look like like it's supposed to look. But sometimes that's not, you can't do it for all cases. So it's legal documents. Yes, we have to have them in a timely manner as well. You can't just, I get it. You're grieving. You're dealing with a lot. However, we have to have proper documentation to be able to take care of what we need to take care of with your loved one. So unfortunately, yes, you can't, you just don't have the luxury of chilling and just, get that out the way, get it out the way. And I always tell people it's best to get it out the way when death has not occurred yet. That's another topic. Another common misconception. If we talk about death, if we get a pre-need or if we get insurance, then we're going to die soon. No. I've been talking about wanting to have a baby for so long. Have I had a baby? Physically? No. I've been talking about wanting to get me a new car. Do I have a new car? Nope. I mean, I'm just saying, just think about it. You talk about wanting to be rich. Are you rich? So what makes you think that if you talk about death, that it's gonna automatically happen? It's oh my God, it's taboo. Oh no, don't talk about that. Don't. Oh no, y'all, come on. You have to prepare in advance. You have to, because it works better. It works better for you if you prepare in advance, because why? Your emotions are not high. You're calm. You're able to laugh and talk about it. You have parents. They're not going to live forever. I mean, none of us is promised eternal life. Like, we're not going to live forever. So all of us have to prepare, but at least your parents, make sure that they are prepared. Make sure you know what they want. You have to know their wishes. That's one of the things that I kick myself over. Yes, I'm about to talk about my mom, because I kick myself over the fact that I waited until it was, she didn't want to talk about it because she knew that it could happen now. Like, it's like the reality hit, like, so she didn't want to talk about it. Week before my mom passed, I tried to talk to my mom. I kid you not, literally a week before my mother passed. Well, 8 days before my mom passed. I tried to talk to her about what she wanted. What is she? And no, I didn't want my mom to pass. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, and no, I did not think she was going to pass that soon. I just wanted to know just in case. What do you want, Mom? She didn't want to talk about it. My mom became the most stubborn person. She became the most stubborn person toward the end. And it was somebody I did not recognize. I did not know. She knows this more than, she knows this. Like literally worked in this industry for years. She knew this. She knew she needed to talk about, but she didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to talk about it. It is best to talk about these issues. I am telling my family now what I want. What I want, because I don't have, I'm sorry. Because I don't have my mom anymore. And my mom was the only person that I would talk to about this stuff, and that I knew, like, Ma, listen, this is what I want. I don't want to be viewed. So now I'm telling all of y'all, I don't want to be viewed. So y'all can all be my witness. I do not want to be viewed, because that's what everybody come to the funeral for, the view. They literally walk in the door late, talking about, did they view yet? Did they view the body yet? Sometimes it'll be just a memorial service, and that means the body is not present. They're walking. Did they view the body yet? There's no body. Oh, the body not here. They was cremated. What? Just I do not want to be viewed. All this stuff I talked about with my mom. So now I'm like, who do I talk to? Who do I tell this stuff to? So now I've been just saying it out loud to just different family members. I don't want to be viewed. This is the stuff I want. This is where I want to be. And here's the thing I got to think about now too. I have a son. So now I have to think about that. So it's definitely, because my wishes were, at first, I wanted to be cremated and put in the grave with my mom. But then somebody asked me, I can't even remember who it was, recently asked me, well, what about your son? I was like, what about him? He'll be able to visit Nana and his mama at the same time. But then what if he gets old enough to say, no, Ma, I don't want that. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want you to, I don't know. So I have to reconsider all of that now. But it's best to talk about these things, because sometimes your family don't even know what you want, or they don't even know what you liked. That we asking them, okay, so what colors? Oh, do you know what Johnny liked? You know what colors he like? They don't know. Do you have a picture? No. Do anybody got a picture? No. They got a picture from 1940 something. And it's like, what we gonna do with this picture? What we gonna do with this? You know, I had no recent picture. And towards the end with my grandmother, every 5 years I took her to get photos taken, make sure she had a photo shoot. And thankfully, thank God we did that, because we had pictures for her obituary. We had recent pictures for her obituary. And, it's just good to just do these things while your emotions are not high. That you can just sit and just talk to your family, just randomly, just say, hey, y'all ever thought about what you wanted to do? I mean, or what you wanted for your burial, or where you wanted to be buried, or do you want to be cremated, or da 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 da? I don't want to talk about that. Nah, we should talk about it. We should talk about it. I want this is something that we should know. I knew my mother didn't want to be cremated. I knew she wanted to be buried. She knew I wanted to be cremated. I care about. Now we can have a casket like my immediate family, and I mean immediate family can view me, and y'all can have a closed casket service, but then I'm gonna be cremated, and I don't know, to be determined on where I'm going. My cremated remains are gonna go. I don't know yet. My son may want to keep it. I don't know. So I have to reconsider all of that. But you guys have any questions so far? KP said that I typed a letter of all my wishes. They know I passed it. They know I passed it out. Having a meeting next month. Wow, that's cool. Everyone bringing their insurance policies. That's what's up. That's another thing. Thank you, KP. Thank you for mentioning that. Insurance. Do your loved ones have, do your family members have insurance? Somebody needs to know if there's insurance, where the insurance is. They shouldn't be tearing up your house looking for insurance. Okay? Somebody need to know. No. No, Tiffany. I'm so sorry. I have to pull rank on that. That's so sweet. I believe having a life insurance policy is very important. I agree, Papa Smurf. Wait, who said that? Wait, what do you mean? Next of kin can override your decisions. In my state, next of kin can override your decisions. Yes. Mr. Charles can talk about that even more. But as far as I know, if you have a living will and testament, they have to adhere to that. Am I saying that right? Or is he still on here? I don't even know. What? Thank you. You had this? You was playing with this? Lord Jesus, y'all. Wait. Is Mr. Charles still on here? So anyways, as far as I know, if you have a living will and testament, that it should they have to adhere to that, right? Because sometimes y'all, I'm telling you, y'all family be cheap at the time, and y'all didn't pay for your own insurance policy, and it's worth like $100 grand. And your family gonna come into the mortuary. If you don't have nothing planned, written, nothing, they gonna come into the mortuary and say, "Uh-oh, hold on. Did you poop? You poopied again?" So we don't have much time. We don't have much time left, y'all. So they'll come into the mortuary. You poopied again. You supposed to tell mommy when you gotta go poo-poo. He said no. Okay. So they'll come into the mortuary and they'll say, "Mama, how much is it for cremation?" You got $100,000 policy. You want to know? Okay. Now we don't say that out loud, but it's like, wait, what? And they just want to do a direct cremation. And they'll claim that, oh no, that's all they wanted. They just wanted a direct cremation. And come to find out, no, they did not. That's not what they wanted. Because another family member will come out the woodworks and say different. However, that legal document can't be argued. That's what I was told. Get a living. That's what So the family knows your wishes. Right. That's what I was told. They have to adhere to that. Yeah, they all about the money, Vera. I'm telling you, we've seen it. We be like, dang. And then you'll see, mama wanted this. You know, she wanted this. And that person be like, I have power of attorney. So how much is the cremation? That's just cold. That's just cold. Ooh. But yes, they will do that. So make sure you have stuff written in writing, legal. Get it notarized. Get that living will and what did I say? Living will. What did I say? Lord Jesus, I'm having I'm telling you, the odor, the smell that the scent that my son just left up in here, that aroma, is making me draw a blank. Yes, I'm telling you, they be fighting, y'all. We be like, dang. I have an insurance policy for me and my son. That's good. That's good, Betty. But please make sure that you and your son sit and talk about your wishes. Make sure you guys know each other's wishes and make sure that and always make sure that you are making the right person the beneficiary. Please, y'all. Oh my gosh. We had a situation where a family, okay, the mother left. Oh God, I can't even remember. I think she left one of her daughters as the beneficiary on the insurance. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, she left one of her daughters as the beneficiary on the insurance. So the grandson of the mom, now the mother, okay, here we go. The grandmother of the decedent, she's passed away, but she left the beneficiary of the insurance for her grandson, if y'all following me, to her daughter, one of her daughters. So when it came time for the family to lay the loved one to rest, they wanted to have a service. She was upset because when the niece found her, was it her uncle or her father? I think it was her uncle. When she found her father to see she was the only next of kin, that's what she told us. She was the only next of kin, because she told us later when we found out that there were siblings, she told us that her aunt told her to take care of everything. Like she didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Just take care of everything. Just and she'll make sure that the stuff gets paid. That's what she told her niece. And that's what the niece told us later when we found out that she was not the only next of kin. So then the family had to go back and forth with this aunt because she did not like the funeral home. She didn't like us. She didn't like that we had his remains. She was like, I've never even heard of you guys. Okay. Like I wouldn't have never chose you guys. I said, see, yeah, you don't have to, bash us. You never heard of us. And well, I don't know you guys to bash you. Don't take it personally. Well, it's kind of hard to not take it personally. You know, the way your tone and the way you're talking about us, it's kind of hard to not take it personally. So yeah, she was a piece of work. She was just like, I feel like she chose you guys, so she should take care of it. I said, but she doesn't have the finances to take care of it. So from what I was told, that you have the insurance policy or what have you. Now, mind you, she don't have to take care. She don't have to take care of the arrangements. She's the beneficiary. She can do whatever she wants to with the money. And that's what she did. She did not take care of us. She told me that she would. She said, even though I don't want him to be there, I would prefer him to be somewhere else. I will make sure that he get paid. But she did not. She did not. In the end, she was like, no, she wanted the body moved somewhere else. But all of her family was fighting her. They was like, No, he's already there. He had been with us for a while, some weeks. He had been with us. It was like, no, because we're gonna have to take care of their bill anyway. And she was just like, that's y'all problem. That's y'all problem. So anyways, long story short, the family raised the money to take care of their loved one. And now that family is fighting her in court to be reimbursed. They're fighting her right now. And I got they back 100%, 1000%, because that was wrong. You paid that grandmother made sure to get a policy for her grandson. For whatever reason, she knew she needed to get a policy for him for whatever reason. Got that policy, made sure that she had a policy for him so that his arrangements will be taken care of. And for that daughter of hers to not make sure that his arrangements was taken care of with that money was not right. Was not right. So you can literally pay for your own insurance. You're paying for your own insurance to make sure your family is taken care of, and your services is taken care of, and your family can literally come in and trump that if you don't have the proper documentation in place. So please take care of your living. Did I say living will and trust? I think that's what it was. Matt? Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna continue this conversation because I have a lot more. I have a lot more misconceptions that we could talk about. Let me pick a good one for the last one. Oh, this one right here drives me nuts, y'all. We are not the court of law. We are not private investigators. We are not detectives. With that being said, we do not go down the rabbit hole if somebody comes in and says that they are the spouse or they are the legal next of kin or whatever. I'm the sister, I'm the this, or I'm the only one. We have to take their word for it, because again, we're not the court of law. We don't have to get proper documentation from them, like a birth certificate. We have to just take their word for it. And we take, for our funeral home, we have them sign a document that says that doesn't hold us responsible. They take full responsibility for saying that they are the legal next of kin. And we have them sign that. We're not responsible if anybody wanted to come and dispute that and all that. You are saying you are the legal next of kin. So if they want to dispute that, they have to take that up with you. We have them sign that type of document to protect us. But we are not private investigators. So if we get a family member that comes in and say, hey, I am the wife or whatever, we take their word for it. They're the contracted party, we make the arrangements. Then a few days later or a few weeks later, sometimes a few months later, somebody comes along and say, no, they were not legally married, or no, I'm the legal next of kin. I'm their only child. I'm this and that, or that was the stepchild. That I'm the biological child. We not doing DNA tests around here. We don't know. We not going down the family tree, and we're not detectives. So if somebody comes in and they dispute and they want to stop the services, if the services haven't already been rendered, they want to stop the services. In that case, you gotta go to court. You gotta go to court, because we got to get a court order at this point. Y'all gonna have to fight it out, duke it out there. You're not, no. So I need y'all to know that. So don't come cussing us out. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. Y'all don't make sure that they got the marriage. You didn't check the marriage certificate? No, because we don't have to do that. We are not the registrar's office. We're not the court of law. That's not our job. And they be fighting us. Yes, that is your job. No, it's not. That's not the funeral home's job, you guys. We are not PIs. That is not our job. So just know that. Don't get upset with the funeral home if one of your loved ones is being come in and you didn't know about it and all that. Don't call the funeral home cussing us out. It's not our fault. You have to take that up with the person that claimed to be the next of kin. Take that up with them. There was a situation where there was a mom and a dad, mother and a father, and mother and father both have the legal, they both have equal rights. Equal rights. Father wanted the child moved somewhere else or had the child somewhere else. Mother came in, wanted to have the child moved to our facility. What do you do in that case? There's nothing we can do. They have to go to court. They have to get a court order. The person that's trying to have the loved one moved to another facility, they have to go to court. To get everything stopped at that other funeral home, they have to go to court, get a court order. Siblings, like your father, your mother pass away. You guys have equal rights, not just the eldest child. I don't know. That is a big misconception. It's not just the eldest child. You guys all have equal rights. So the majority must agree. You have half that want burial and half that want cremation. Y'all, we've had that. We've had that. I've never had that before up until recently. We had that. Half wanted burial, half wanted cremation. And it just prolonged everything. I can't even remember how long we had that loved one. And they finally just decided to just cremate. And here's the kicker. There were 7 siblings. Allegedly, one of the siblings murdered the father. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly because I got to protect myself. Allegedly, even though I'm not saying no names or anything still. So allegedly, one of the siblings murdered, one of the kids murdered their father. So there's 6 left. Half wanted burial, half wanted cremation. They had to go to court or they had to agree. And it took, I don't know. It was 3 months, Terrell. It took time. And his body was already in very poor condition. She did, allegedly, that child did a number on that father. Unfortunately. And so, of course, that person don't have no rights. They're locked up. So they don't have no rights. So the other 6 have equal rights. So they all had to agree, or at least the majority. We had to have at least 4 for burial, at least, or 4 for cremation, at least. So, and I think in the end, we only had that. It was 4 that signed the cremation documents. So I'm just letting you guys know, because a lot of times they go, oh, my older sister is the legal next of kin. Or they say, oh, his eldest child, we don't know where okay, do he have any other living adult children? Oh yeah, but the eldest, we can't find, this doesn't matter. All of them have the equal rights, same rights. So that's it. Anybody want to go? Boo boo. Oh, no pun intended. Oh, and he's sitting on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. So any questions before I check out? My only daughter has no one to have problems with. Well, amen for that. Just make sure though, because I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this because I want anything to happen, but just make sure you have a secondary. You know what I mean? Just make sure, just to be sure. Um, what if the family wants to sit with their loved one longer once the funeral home arrives? Well, I don't know about other funeral homes, but we give them time. Yeah, that's barbaric to just go in and just say, oh no, time's up, and then no. We give them time. Now, sometimes it'd be like 3:00 in the morning. Sometimes you like, oh, why didn't you tell the person when you called that he was gonna need some more time so that we wouldn't dispatch someone out? Because a lot of times the dispatcher will say, hey, is everybody there? Is your loved one? Are you guys ready for us to come? And they'll say, yeah. And then we get there and then we still waiting on so-and-so. And they're maybe about 20 minutes away, when in reality, they're like an hour away. And we just sitting there, and that we can't have that. We can't have our transporters just sitting around, because they're on the clock. They're getting paid for that. So, but respectfully, yeah, we always make sure that they are ready for us to take the remains. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have that in order as well. Good. I like you, my sister's keeper. Good advice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for always being a support. I love it. Anybody else? Yes. So y'all, make sure, I hope y'all learned something from this live. Make sure that you have the conversation. It's not taboo, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm still here, and I talk about it all the time, and I'm still here. Thank you, Lord. But it's being responsible. That's what it is. You're being responsible by making sure that you are prepared in advance. And if you guys want to talk to somebody about getting prepared, it doesn't matter what state you're in. You can call our pre-need director, Mr. Charles, and I will, let me see if I can put his number in here. Oh, I had to move everything because my baby, but I'll put his number in the chat. Oh God, what is his number? I have to look at the phone in order to remember it. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna put his number in the chat for you guys, just in case you have questions. He knows how to do the living will and trust. He knows how to do all of that. So he can answer all of you guys' questions, as well as I forgot. I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. Throw your stuff up there, Miss Tiffany. I'm sorry. Miss Tiffany is a licensed agent as well. So put your information in the chat, Miss Tiffany, so I can put it up here. This is Mr. Charles. Did I do that right? And come on, Miss Tiffany, with your info. Well, it's just a mortuary number. Just okay. Can you just put the mortuary number on there so I can just post it up here? And you guys, please be serious. We don't have time for people to call and just want to holler at T-Rail or Miss Tiffany or myself. We work, we have loved ones and families that we have to take care of. Please be respectful and understanding of that. Only serious inquiries, please. Miss Tiffany, where your stuff, girl? Where you at? Okay. You gonna put the phone number so I can put it up here? So she handles life insurance as well as pre-need. Come on, my baby is a little raw right now. I'm gonna need to go change my child. And what time is it? Oh, and get prepared for dinner. If he was not raw right now, I would have stayed on here till about 5:30, 6 o'clock ish. But he's smelling right now. Would a transporter be a good job for someone to start in the industry? Absolutely. You saying to start off or to get like have your own transport business? Now to start off, yeah, because you're learning a lot of the behind the scenes, and it lets you know whether or not you want to stay in this industry, because you're gonna see some stuff. You're gonna see everything, and you gotta know whether or not you can even stomach that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people can't handle that. You and your staff are awesome. I appreciate that, my sister's keeper. You are awesome to start off. Absolutely, Orlando. Absolutely. That's where I answered the phone maybe a couple of days in the office with the door locked, because I didn't want nobody coming to ask me for their clothes or whatever, you know. So I would lock the door to the front office because I was afraid. This was many, many years ago. But in order to get over my fear, I had to roll up my sleeve and go. And it's a long story of how I started being a transporter. But long story short, I was not going to let somebody get the best of me. So I was like, I'll show you. And I rolled up my sleeve and I started picking up loved ones, because I had a business and somebody else was doing it, and they decided they wasn't going to do it no more. And I wasn't going to let that business go down. So I started doing it. And my first day I had heels on. That was lesson learned. Now, can't be cute and picking up bodies. Yeah, no, lesson learned. But I'll never forget it. And oh my God, my first pickup by myself was at the hospital where my mom passed. Wow. I am just now thinking about that. Wow. I'm just now realizing that. I mean, I did not attend a mortuary school, Damien. Now, a lot of people think that. No, I have a degree in business, but I did not attend a mortuary school. Myself, in the state of California, you do not have to attend a mortuary school in order to own a funeral home or to work in a funeral home. I know in a lot of other states that it's different. But here's here specifically, not particularly, but specifically, you don't have to. You do have to have a certification to be an arrangement counselor as well as a funeral director. But you do not have to attend mortuary science school. Now, mortuary science school here, you do have to attend to be an embalmer, but you don't have to for a funeral director. But a lot of people do attend the mortuary science school anyways, even to work in the funeral home industry, or to own a funeral home, or to even be a funeral director. And I say it's good to do, even though I didn't do it. I say it's really good to still do that, to get the knowledge. Now I don't have the time to do that. I wish I would have did that though from the beginning, but I had no idea I would even be in this industry. Like literally did not think that this would be my forever job. So yes. Thank you for that question. Good question. I'm your West Coast sister. I wish I could do y'all. I love this girl called Jessie Woo. If you guys know who Jessie Woo is, oh my God, I love her so much. And I wish I could do like her little things that she be doing, because it makes me think, when you say sister, making me think about her. I'm your West Coast sister in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Hey. Okay. All right. Y'all, please like the live. Please, if you enjoy this kind of content, give it a thumbs up. I know today was a little crazy, you know, me being at home and having my son and all of the things or whatever. And I'm now rushing off because, you know, we don't need no hazmat coming to my place because my baby, you know, spreading the funk. So thank you for answering questions, Miss Ray. This was very informative live. We appreciate you and your team. I appreciate you too, Orlando. Thank you so much. Thank you, T-Rails. Thank you, Lachelle. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. And I guess Mr. Charles was on here for a hot second. 9 years ago, I got the chance to tour the LA County Coroner's Office. Did you? They have some cool stuff they sell in the store. Really? Now, I've never toured the LA County Coroner's Office myself. I've been there many times to pick up loved ones, of course, but never like toured the inside. I've only been to the pickup side. I don't think I've ever been to the, I did because I had to pick up belongings before when they was giving us the belongings. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't remember a store and everything. All right. Where do you get the materials to study for funeral director? Well, you can go if you're here in the state. Are you here in the state of California? You guys, you know what? I'm gonna do a shameless plug. What, baby? I know. Now he's telling me, go get the diaper and wipes. Okay, go get the diaper and wipes. So now he's telling me like he don't like it on him now. He's at that point. If you're hearing, okay, I have an ebook that I just finalized recently that actually I need to send. I'm about to send to a couple of my funeral home friends that's in the industry that knows, and I want to get some pointers, make sure that, you know, what I'm saying is good to go. But my ebook should be available really soon. And the good thing about my ebook, you guys, it has it has an appendix that has all of the states that I could find with where do you go to get information, where do you go, the schools and all of that stuff is outlined in my ebook. So please be on the lookout for that really soon. I'm so excited because it's been a long time coming. So it's finally in, like I got a rough, and I wish I knew how to pop stuff on screens. You got your diaper, boo-boo? Y'all gonna get it. All of my team, y'all gonna get it. I don't know how to. You don't see it? You said you need a key? Where's your keys? Oh, I know what he's saying. I closed my bedroom door only because I knew I was gonna be on here and I didn't want him going in my room, getting into stuff. So I know what he's saying. He's talking about he need a key. All right, baby. Here, mommy come. Let me show you guys this really quick before I go. Let me see if it's on here. But I want to show you guys a picture of it. If I can't find it, then oh well, because I gotta go change my baby. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Or let me see. Can I share my screen? I can pull it up on here and then share my screen. Ebook. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to make some changes to it. So this is just like a rough edit. Just want to show you just a little bit if I can. Lord Jesus. Ooh, ooh, share my screen. Share screen. Okay. To record. Google would like to record this computer screen and audio, grant access. Okay. Grant. Oh, Lord, it's taking me through all these changes just to do this. Lord Jesus. Allow. Peter. Oh man, it's not allowing me to do it. Forget it. Let me just show you on here then. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is just a rough later. Get off my screen, please. Okay. Rough draft. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Can you guys see that? Can you see it? It's probably a glare. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's a glare. But coming soon. My ebook has a lot of information in there if you're trying to get into this industry or you just want to have knowledge about the industry. And there's my appendix. This gives you, and it's of course clickable, takes you to the link, and there me. Oh my gosh. So look out for that, you guys. It's coming soon. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. All right, gotta go. So I was gonna have people join me to talk about the misconceptions. Join me, but we're going to be continue this, okay, when my baby is at daycare. All right. Love you guys. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful night. I thank you so much for always supporting me and showing me so much love. Please like the live, share it if you think it was great content. I believe it was. People need to know that you need to prepare in advance and who has the rights and all of the stuff that we talked about. People need to know. So that's it. I love you. Thank you. Mwah. Have a wonderful and blessed evening.